Hello, YouTube. Caudalis Gamer here with another War of the Tank video. Now, sadly, sorry guys, I ate. I barely ate. Sadly, this is a video that I do not want to make, but I'm gonna have to make it because it's both a tragic news and you could say a good news at the end of the tunnel, a new beginning. Because I got kicked out of the active clan that I've been in. I was about to say original clan, but I had to be honest here. Well, I had to remind myself here that this is not my original clan. But this clan, I've been, you could say, active for. Damn it, my cell phone. I've been active for almost 2 years, almost 2 years, but not fully 2 years. And I had a good time with this clan. So much so that I gave some boxes to the clan commander for taking me in. I straight up regret that. I regret it because that same person that I gave some boxes, both Christmas boxes and New Year's boxes, to that particular clan commander, he ended up making drama with me about me lying to him. And looking back at it, I think it was more of a miscommunication than me intentionally lying. I must have accidentally lied to him. And what was the lie about? It was about the whole EBR thing, about me having some equipment, in particular equipment installed on my EBR. And I clearly remember in that conversation of the whole EBR thing, I was hesitant because a lot of pro player prefer a particular sets of equipment for the EBR, but the clan commander himself, he wanted me to use a different type of sets of equipment. In that same conversation, despite that I must have lied, let's just say I did lie. Despite in that same conversation that I lied, I ended up following his order and I ended up showing him with proof that, hey, I'm running this particular equipment that you wanted me to play with. And he acknowledged it. And from there on, we never talk about it. We've been playing advances, skirmishes, etc., etc. And never, talk about it again. So, in other words, the conversation was concluded. Fast forward, couple of few advances lately, and by the way, I've been recording all those advances, which you probably must have seen it already in YouTube. A couple of advances games we've been losing. Matter of fact, we've been losing a lot lately, and the clan ended up being a punching bag for the top tier clans, especially the top 50 clans. And as a result, I started to feel very frustrated and at the same time, uh, a sense of stagnation, if that makes sense. And I hate that feeling, the sense of stagnation. So I express it. I express, hey, we're not winning. Our clan kind of sucks at brawling. And when I express that to the group, suddenly the clan commander burst out and started gaslighting me and started, um, best way I could put it, bringing back the whole me lying about the equipment of the EBR thing. And as you guys could imagine, I was dumbfounded. When I say dumbfounded, I mean it took me by surprise that he brought that up and started gaslighting me about it. And then he started punishing me about it by taking away my rights, de-ranking me from junior officer to basically what's it called, reserve. Yeah, reserve unit or reserve, just reserve. And me, I was severely dumbfounded. Like, hey, why do you bring this subject up? This is a totally different subject from what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the clans being, terrible at brawling. We're not winning team fights. We're losing a lot of battles. And like I said, we're becoming the punching bag for the top 50 clans in World of Tank. And instead of acknowledging what I said, he ended up berating me, gaslighting me about the whole EBR thing, even though I complied with his order and I we concluded that conversation. In other words, that conversation was over. But for some reason he brought it up, gaslighting me. And whenever I try to be defensive, like defending my position, he started to bring up other things about smaller things that I did wrong. For example, he was talking about me not being part of the clan group during advances in particular times, especially when I'm quote unquote there online and started playing other games. More particular, another game mode called Onslaught. Me at the time, I didn't see it as wrong because I saw the advances being full and I didn't want to be rude. But once again, I don't know what's with this guy. It's he. It's like talking to a wall, a brick wall, and this guy does not want to acknowledge, my position of why I did things. And the more I think about it, the more I realize this guy just wants to get rid of me. I feel super, super betrayed by this, especially the fact that I invested a lot in his clan and I bought him some loot boxes. I bought over, I'll definitely say $200 worth of boxes, both Christmas boxes and Chinese New Year's boxes. It's around between 200 and 400 boxes. $400 worth of boxes in total. In total, both Christmas and Chinese New Year's. So yeah, I really invested a lot in his clan. Not to mention, I it's almost 2 years since I joined this clan, and right now I feel very, very devastated. Very devastated because I had good games, good conversation with clan members. I honestly I didn't see why he did what he did, and I'm gonna leave some screenshot. You guys be the judge of it because I was trying to talk to him directly. I was trying to do the right thing and move forward and see what else I could do on my end to make things right with him. But like I said, it's like talking to a brick wall. And what's even sadder is that one of the guys who backed me up, his name is War Dog. In this Discord, he called himself Doug, but in the clan, he called himself War Dog. He unfriended me, sadly, and I feel like that's the end of our friendship. So he had my back before, and this is not the first time. Matter of fact, this is the second time. The second time I had drama with him. But what I'm surprised is how quick he is to antagonize me, and more importantly, how insignificant stuff like that, you know, matters a lot to him. To me, it didn't matter that much because I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't religiously play War of Tanks every day, every single hour. But this guy, he does, and I've noticed it, especially the fact that in my personal life, I work the graveyard shift, and this guy, he's been asking me to, attend those clans whenever I can, and I do. I did try my best to attend those clans whenever I can, those advances games, and those training session. Um, the problem is, I work my job conflicts with the schedule of theirs. So as a result, I had to like skip some sessions here and there. But this guy, he doesn't give a shit. As a matter of fact, here's a screenshot where I elaborated on elaborate on that, and he once again is like talking to a brick wall. And right there, I could tell that right now he's speaking it out of his ass. Because look what he says right here. He says he has people that works at night shift and they still attend the gaming session, and I'm like, dude, that just makes you look bad. And thank goodness I got some screenshots. Thank goodness I saved some recorded videos because this guy, to me, he's starting to make himself look bad, especially the fact that I recorded his videos. Um, when I say recorded his videos, I mean like recording some gameplay footage where he's being toxic, where he just don't give a shit about winning. What he gives a shit about is people revolving around him, if that makes any sense. Because I'm becoming more and more convinced that he truly does not care about the clan and winning and being at top itself. The reason why I say that is because one thing I've noticed about his clan is that he doesn't utilize the clan feature to the fullest. What do I mean by that? Well, in this clan, so far I only see the rank clan commander, which is himself, which it makes sense. There's only could be one clan commander, and then there's combat officers. Uh, then there's junior officers and reserves, and only one person being the what's it called, the recruit officer, and that's it. Believe it or not, guys, there's a bunch of other ranks, especially officer ranks, in this game. There's quartermaster, there's intel officer. I think there's another one called diplomacy officer, which that's kind of interesting. And there's another one called personnel officer, I believe, or I probably already said that. But yeah, there's a bunch of other officer ranks, and he does not utilize them. And I clearly remember I had a conversation with him discussing that, hey, could I rank up to a different kind of officer instead of junior officer? And then he asked me nicely, like, hey, what kind of rank do you prefer? And I'm like, oh, because of my YouTube channel, I think recruitment officer would be very fitting. And we had the discussion, but he ended up not giving me that rank, and me, I didn't push for it. I told him, hey, if you don't want to give me the rank, it's fine. Uh, you know, it's totally fine because it's his clan. But when we had that argument of the whole EBR thing, he brought that subject up. And I kid you not, guys, he mixed up his story saying that he ranked me up as a junior officer all because of I asked for it. That is not true. I rank up as junior officer because he automatically did that for me. Me, I was asking, hey, could I rank up for another, officer position other than junior officer? And, that conversation never went anywhere. We just had a small talk about it, and yeah, that's it. He just left it at that. And I swear, this guy is becoming a schizo, especially the fact that he's an old man, disabled. He has nothing to do except play water tanks all day. And today it was my day off. I've noticed because I still have him on Discord. And Discord, they let you know what games they're playing. This guy plays nothing but water tanks all day, every day. I kid you not. This guy does not have a life outside of this video game. And the reason why I'm saying that, and the reason why I'm, you know, bringing that up is because I'm kind of convinced the whole reason why he brought that EBR subject, even though it was concluded, we didn't talk about it for over 2 weeks. He bring it up just to get rid of me, just to betray me. I really do feel betrayed. I invested a lot in his clan, and he just blew me off. He just took me out of the clan. He just gaslighted me for no freaking reason. And the saddest part is one of the guys that I thought he was my friend. He's not my friend, it turns out.